Let's see the classification of proteins. So proteins are most conveniently classified on basis of physical properties like solubility and composition. And they have three categories like simple, conjugated and derived. Let's see each one in detail. Simple proteins are those which yield only alpha amino acids on hydrolysis. Let's see the subdivisions in simple proteins. The first one is albumin and globulin. They are typically simple proteins and they are easily coagulable on heating. The difference between these two is their solubility. Albumin is soluble in water, whereas globulin is insoluble in water. Now when you see where it is present, albumin is present in egg muscles, blood and milk as egg albumin, myoalbumin, serum albumin and lactalbumin. Similarly, globulin is also present as globulin in egg, myoglobulin in muscles, serum globulin in the blood and lactoglobulin of milk. The next is glutenin and gliadin. The wheat, which is a cereal, has this as the amino acid. That is why when you prepare a dough, it becomes a sticky mass and binds together. Why? Because it contains a lot of starch, glutenin and gliadin. So both of them are containing large amount of glutamic acid. It's very important amino acid. And gliadin contains high concentration of amino acids, which is called as proline. That is why it has another name called as prolamines. The next is scleroproteins or albuminoids. They are characterized by the greatest stability and they are insoluble in water and salt solution. And they are something similar to albumin and globulin. That is why the name, it has another name which is called as albuminoids. And where is it present? It is basically in supporting structures of your body. That is, it is present in collagen, in cartilage, white fibrous connective tissues, dentine in teeth, and keratin in hair, nails and horns. The next is histones and protamins. Both are somewhat similar, whereas histones are complex than protamins and protamins are the simplest form of proteins. They are soluble in water. Both of them are soluble in water and are not coagulated by the heat. The next subdivision is conjugated protein. From the word itself, we can understand that it is composed of a simple protein along with a combination of a non-protein substance, which is known as a prosthetic group. This prosthetic group can be a nucleic acid. So when it is nucleic acid, it is called as nucleoprotein. When it is phosphoric acid, it is called as phosphoprotein. When it is going to be carbohydrates, it is going to be called as glycoprotein and mucoprotein. And when it is going to be a heterocyclic compound, it is called as chromoproteins. So the examples or the presence of nucleoprotein is in nuclei. Basically, it is a constituent of chromatin. Phosphoprotein is present in casein of milk and vitellin of egg. Glycoprotein and mucoprotein contains carbohydrate, especially mucopolysaccharides. Chromoprotein contains certain heterocyclic compounds like porphyrin as a prosthetic group. Lipoprotein contains lipids like neutral fats, phospholipids and cholesterol. Metalloprotein contains metal component like ferritin that contains iron, and ceruloplasmin which contains copper. And the last subdivision is the derived proteins. We have primary and secondary derivatives. They are nothing but the denatured products of protein. The primary derivatives are denatured products of the protein and secondary derivatives are the later stage of hydrolysis. Under secondary derivatives,